let's get straight into why I'm making this video. This trip was really special because, firstly, Kerala is my absolute favorite destination in South India, and secondly, one of our friends was getting married this weekend. We decided to travel a day earlier on Friday and checked into Hari's beach home, a place we had heard really great reviews about. In this video, I'll be sharing my review of the stay, the food, and what you can expect, how to get there, and of course, I'll give you a cost breakdown at the end. So let's start with how we reached. We caught a sleeper bus from Madiwala, Bangalore. It was an overnight journey, very comfortable, and we managed to get complete rest. We reached around 6:30 in the morning, about an hour late since the bus started a bit behind schedule. Getting an auto from there was surprisingly easy, even that early in the morning. The best part is autos in Kerala run on meter, so it's definitely cheaper than Bangalore. Our ride to the hotel cost around rupees 250 for two people. One important tip though, carry cash. In almost all of our rides, even though the drivers initially said that they would accept UPI, at the end they asked for cash. We had to eventually withdraw some with the help of the hotel manager. Once we reached the hotel, we checked in right away. We had requested an early check in, and to my surprise, they didn't charge us extra. That's something I really appreciated. It showed how genuinely they care about their guests. Now, about the property itself, it's beautiful and has such a warm, homely vibe. There are two types of rooms, the ones downstairs with a common area and direct access to the beach, and slightly more expensive ones with private balconies. We chose the downstairs room because for us, easy access to food and spending more time outside was more important. After a good breakfast spread, I explored the property while Sanjay took a nap. Later, we headed down to the beach. I did get scolded here though. The last two or three stairs were corroded from water, so they had placed cement bags as makeshift steps. You really need both hands to get down, so it might be tricky for elder people, but otherwise, it was still fairly accessible. The beach itself was so clean, and the best part, it wasn't crowded at all. Spending time there was really peaceful. After that, we had lunch and spent most of the evening just sitting by the property overlooking the ocean. It was exactly the kind of slow, relaxed day we were looking for.
Is baby girl sleeping? Oh, you're sleeping. Oh, you're angry? Why are you angry?
Of course, I had to mute the music here for copyright reasons, but just imagine a very romantic Arijit Singh song playing in the background. I was extremely fidgety the entire time because I only had packed one petticoat for my sari. Now I asked my dear husband to tie it tightly. Now, him not knowing any better, used all of his brute force, and the thing literally snapped into two pieces. And I had no backup clothes, so I did what any sane person would do in that situation. I tied whatever was left of the petticoat strings together as best as I could and just prayed it wouldn't come undone. I could barely move. I was terrified to even climb the stairs to meet the new beautiful bride and groom, but somehow, thankfully, nothing happened. The whole wedding was so beautiful. The bride looked absolutely stunning. Everyone was dancing on stage, and honestly, watching such a big family celebrate together just filled my heart. I felt so lucky to be a part of this special day. And after lunch and a lot of congratulations, we headed back to the hotel, freshened up, and went straight to the beach. Now, if you notice the little stream you saw earlier, yesterday it looked so tiny and I thought I could just cross it easily. Turns out it was way deeper than I expected, and I slipped right in and yes, got scolded again. Then we noticed thousands of these tiny bugs hiding inside the rocks, and I'm convinced they're some sort of sea cockroaches. But my husband, he was happily sitting there playing with them while I enjoyed splashing around the water. We ended the day watching the sunset again, having a long heart to heart, and finally calling it a night. See this banana? Let me tell you a little story. So, my friend asked me to try banana puttu, Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically banana mixed with jaggery, steamed with coconut and rice flour, and sometimes served with milk. Sounds amazing, right? So I was super excited to try it. On the first day, I asked for it at breakfast, and they told me they would serve it in the next morning. And I waited eagerly, but guess what? The server brought me just a bowl of coconut milk, and I had no idea why. And I sent it back and thought, okay, maybe tomorrow. So the next day I asked again, and this time they brought me only bananas. And I couldn't stop laughing. Honestly, that became a core memory. Puttu, I can always have again, but moments like this are priceless. So just to give you an estimate, the bus from Bangalore to Kannur costed me around rupees 2500 for two people, and for the return journey I booked a little late and it came to about rupees 4000. Our room rate was 4000 rupees per night, and since we stayed for 2 nights that added up to rupees 8000 plus GST. In my opinion, the beach home was definitely worth it. I'd love to visit again. It's the kind of place that works for everyone, a group of friends, a family getaway, or even couples. Food was decent, not extraordinary, but everything was fresh, homely, and the portion sizes was really good. Here's a quick view of the bus. It was the same NS Transport bus we took from Bangalore to Kannur as well.
Is that she
I think so. Honestly, I'm glad I spent a little extra to travel during the day because the route was stunning. We passed through a tiger sanctuary and a reserve forest and finally took the Mysore highway back, reaching Bangalore around 12 in the morning. I would let you enjoy the rest of the video. Do tell me in the comments what's your favorite place to visit in South India. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe so I can bring you many more travel stories like this.